The Harlem Shakespeare Festival will be showcasing Othello, but probably unlike anything you've ever seen.
Yep, joining us with a sneak peek tonight's show is Debra Ann Byrd, the artistic director of the Harlem Shakespeare Festival. Good morning, Debra Ann. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, this is very exciting because this is no ordinary Shakespeare. Tell us how you are changing things up.
Well, we are changing things up at the Harlem Shakespeare Festival by producing shows that are very inclusive, very diverse. We specifically produce shows that are by people of color and having center stage opportunities for classically trained actors of color from Hispanic and African and Asian descent. And we are doing all female Othellos and all female Julius Caesars, like that, yes.
You know, in the early days of theater, I was just reading that only men could be on stage.
They played women.
Exactly. So what made you think, okay, you know what, let's go all female at this specific point in time?
Well, at this specific point in time, I decided to go all female because I had a colleague who went all female. And I also had a professor who told me that that trend would be coming. And so that the women needed to get ready. And so we just decided to just choose some monologues and things, as well as I saw Charles Dutton perform Othello at downtown with John Barton. And I was so enthralled and so happy and so intrigued, enchanted. He was quite magical. And I said, I want to play that role. So that made me want to have to play that role, indeed.
Well, the performance, though, is going to be a little bit different, like life in 2020. Tell us how you've adjusted so that audience can still enjoy it, nonetheless, if it's virtual.
Absolutely. Well, we decided that since COVID struck and we lost all of our touring dates, that we got a virtual residency at the center at West Park. And so we decided that we would take our new solo show. It is not Othello itself, but it is a show based on my life as an actress and how I traversed the land and trying to figure out how I was going to become Othello and what happened to me on that particular journey. What happened to me, it made me have to trace all the way back to childhood and remembering my young self and what I was like while I was playing Othello. I was needing to do all these things because he needs all kinds of emotions and intrigues and pain and pressure. And so I had to look back over my life and see what I could grab so that I could play this Othello. And from that came a wonderful story.
And get those nuances down, right? So I have to ask you this, because it is virtual, usually when you're an actor or actress, you're playing off the emotions of the audience. What was it like to film it for the broadcast rather than have that live audience in front of you?
It was quite a challenge. Of course, it was quite a challenge, but I thought that if I can at least connect to what the actor's term is, my own emotional journey, and connect to the story. And I play several characters, and so we talked to each other, so we had each other. And of course, I did have I had the crew there, so I just allowed the crew to serve as my audience, knowing that I would be playing to the people who will be watching, and knowing that they were there. You know, it really just helped me to just do whatever I could to just reach them as much as I could, even through the airways, through the Zooms, through the, you know, we had to figure it out through technology. I never expected to be doing my solo show virtually, but here we are.
Exactly. Debra Ann, what a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for being here this morning. Love your energy.